I know everybody is complaining about the turnaround times for PCGS and NGC, but what about my submission I just got in the mail yesterday from ANACS from 1984? Just kidding. I had bought a few of these older ANACS holders, and I'm going to show you these and some of the coins. Also, we're going to talk about ANACS, ANACS. Are they a legit grading company? Are they a good grading company? And basically a little bit of history. I mean, is it worth sending to ANACS? So let's get started. So first things first, this information about ANACS is on their website, but you can find it anywhere else. ANACS was the first grading company to actually put grades on coins. No matter what any company tells you, they were not the first. ANACS was the first. That's actually the ANA and started in 1972. And it was started by the ANA is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, they actually started grading coins, but the first and foremost reason they started was to detect counterfeit coins. So they were located in Washington, D.C. So they'd be close to the Smithsonian and also the Treasury Department and also the Secret Service. So that was the mission. There were so many fakes back then. We're talking 1972 that they needed to start a company to try to just authenticate coins. And eventually, the grading took off, and they started, it says in 1976, they removed the Colorado Springs by the ANA headquarters, and coins were given a grade for each verse and reverse, which I have some, I want to show you some of those inserts, photo inserts. And the service took off. And they were grading 3,000 coins a month. Today, that would be a good day at ANACS, according to this article. I'm not sure how long it was written. Another thing, the employees of ANACS came up with an actual grading standard. Some of you know this. Some of you know about this. We're going to take a look at it. It is actually the official ANA grading standards for the United States coins. This is the grading standard. PCGS, NGC, they are not the grading standard. Okay, this came out first, and this was the 76 edition or 77 edition, and basically assigning alphanumeric grades to coins. Okay, that was something different. That was never done until ANACS did it. But even with this, using the images, it's just still a guide. Some coins can have somewhere on the rim and still not be AG. I mean, you have to know how to grade from experience. Books only tell you a little bit. And then when you get into the mint state grades, then you're really pushing it. It's really difficult to say, hey, it's 65 or 60 or 7. That's where a lot of opinion comes into play in here. Now, I'm not trying to get off the subject of ANACS too much here because I do want to show you some of these holders. But also, PCGS was not the first grading company to put coins in plastic holders. It was actually AccuGrade. And I'm bringing AccuGrade in here. There was a lot of lawsuits. There was a lot of things that were going on that probably shouldn't have been going on. But like I said, I'm not trying to get into that either. But they actually started the slab. Blanchard even. I have a Blanchard slab back there. I think I showed in one of my videos. They actually use the same technology. I don't think they're allowed using it anymore. But anyways, AccuGrade's out of business now. But at one time, they were grading coins in slabs, and they started the slabbing first with their own form of grading. I actually have Hager's book that shows what all this means, as far as the grades and how he grades, and back here on the back it talks about it. So it's really cool history, but you should know the real history because every company wants to be first. But ANACS was first. And another thing, I sent a coin to ANACS and I did a video on it, and I'll show you that as well. This was graded by ANACS, and it was graded 68 DCAM, which makes it worth a lot more. I think $3,000 or $4,000. Well, I know that in an ANACS holder, it's not going to sell for as much, which is unfortunate. Okay, it sold for $1,100, which I did really well with the buyer's premium, $1,237. I did really good with the coin because I cherry picked it from an SMS set. But the point of it is what I'm trying to make is that whenever it went to PCGS, everybody thinks that ANACS grades a grade higher. Okay, well, it's not true. It may be on some coins that you can prove that's true, but so does PCGS and so does NGC. In my book, ANACS is on par with PCGS and NGC. And they can authenticate coins. They will grade more mint error coins. You don't have to be a member. And the turnaround time's faster and is also more economical. Now, unfortunately, if it's not in a PCGS holder, especially modern coins, or an NGC holder, coins just don't sell for as much. And CAC will not put a sticker on ANACS. So it's unfortunate, but I think they're just as good as a grading company, and they're just as legit. And I will send coins to them when I feel like sending coins to them. The problem is that it's usually coins that are going to be for a lower value, and I just need to have a cheaper method of sending off coins, submitting coins. Like maybe some silver quarters that are uncirculated and mercury dimes where you don't have to put a whole lot more money in it, and I can get it back quicker. So I hate to play with the game that I have to play, but you have to do what you got to do when you're in business. I mean, you can't send all your coins to ANACS and expect to get top dollar. It just doesn't work that way. I wish it did. Maybe if I started doing it, maybe it would slowly help change things if I sold enough coins. I don't know, but point of it is that ANACS is still a good company, and they were the first grading company to actually assign alphanumeric grades on coins and develop the standard for grading, and was actually the ANA's official grading company. I mean, that's basically how it was started. And they can definitely authenticate coins too. I do recommend sending gold that you might have to ANACS. It's a very economical way of authenticating what you have. So anyway, here is a 1984, and it says registered, who's this registered to and all that, 1901. But there's the little cert number, and this one's supposed to be a 6363. And I bought a few of these coins. Now, it's a really nice looking coin. I can't guarantee this is the exact coin that was graded back then, though. It should be, but someone took them out and put them in this, because I think these could be, looks like a little vinyl, but they can be removed. They're not sealed or anything, and they're not stapled to the cert. But anyway, it's still a decent coin. Now, a lot of people think, oh my goodness, you're handling coins without gloves. Well, so do the grading companies. Okay, they don't go through so many coins. You know how dirty their gloves would be? They're just going to get stuff on there. Same here at this coin shop. I handle so many coins. I'll go up front. I'm washing my hands all the time, constantly sanitizing my hands. I have to. And I'm not going to put gloves on. It's a waste. It really will not help. Vinyl gloves, as far as I should say, the latex gloves are not bad to wear. You can use those, but you definitely want to keep your hands clean and washed at all times, and you can't do that when you're wearing cotton gloves. And I couldn't go through, I mean, how many pairs of cotton gloves I'd have to go through. Then here is another one. It's this is 1883-0, and it shows the insert. This is 9/17 of 85. So these coins were submitted back in the day. I mean, long time ago. And that's how ANACS did it. And some of these coins could be undergraded. Some of them could be graded accurately. Most of them, what I've seen, is they're graded accurately. This would never get a 65. But the problem is someone could have switched this coin. So there's no guarantee that, even though I've got the actual date and mint matching, I have the serial here and the serial here, I can't guarantee that coin is the actual one that someone handled at ANACS and graded. There's just no way to know that for sure. So these could be switched out. So if they don't look the grade, then I won't sell them for the price. I mean, some of them might go up for auction. I mean, some people probably send me an email and ask if they could have one or buy one. I might sell them. I don't know that way. Might take pictures of each one of them and let everybody decide themselves. But, you know, it's kind of difficult because you got to take these out, and I don't like taking them out of the holder, and you can't hardly see the coins. But it is a neat piece of history. You will get a piece of history as far as an insert's concerned. You will get that, and you will get a coin. I mean, if it's graded accurately or the right coin, you know, who knows? I just can't guarantee it. And here's a 1921. And 1984 21s, man, they've never been all that respected as far as the Morgan dollar is concerned. But like I said, it looks pretty accurate on the grade, and we can pull them out, but I don't want to do that. And I think I have, see, this one here's an 85, and I got a few more. So I bought a total of about 12, I think, or 14 or something like that, I think it was. Here's one, and you can see the dual grade on it. Look at the difference. Mint state 60 to 63. Let's take a look at this one. Let's see what 60 looks like if this is the same coin that was graded back then. We'll take a look at it here. So they're saying that the obverse is 60, which I 100% agree with. And the reverse is, was it 63? I think it is. Yeah. So 63. So I think that's accurately graded. It'd be hard to believe, being the same date, mint, and everything, that that is not the coin that they were talking about. So maybe in doing that, you can kind of guarantee that maybe, possibly, that's the same coin. And as far as ANACS is concerned, you don't have to have a membership. They'll grade more mint errors and varieties than the other companies. They're really good with VAMs, like Morgan dollars and silver piece dollars, identifying the die pairs for you. Takes a little more time, obviously got to research it. It costs a little bit more, but it's still more cost effective to go through ANACS. And I hear people all the time saying, oh, they do the marketing grade. They're not going to give you this grade because it'll hurt populations and all that. Or they want you to resubmit, so they keep doing this. Maybe that's true, but you can't prove it. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I can get upset and say, I'm never sending off again. I'm done with the grading companies. I'm not going to do that in my business, because overall, my track record for the last 20 some years of sending coins to the grading services, I've done pretty well. And I've noticed something. Back when I first started sending them off, I didn't know how to grade as well as I thought I did. I thought I knew, and I kept getting duds. I kept getting a lot of head scratchers, like, what in the heck? I still get one every submission, it seems like, and I've shown that in every video. Almost every reveal has one, sometimes two, but still yet, I've noticed the grades that I'm getting are better because my skills are better. These grading companies, they do it for a living, and I'm not saying there's not some newbies or not some eye fatigue, there's not some bias and different things like that. I get that, there is, and there's a lot of inconsistency. I venture to say 80 to 90% is the tops. And you're lucky, 90% is probably really pushing it, of being consistent on grades. We see it all the time. It's just human grading. It's very subjective, very difficult to pinpoint, and opinions and eyeballs vary, and that's just the way it is. So there's a little history on the grading companies and ANACS, and if they're legit or not. I vote them up. I send to them sometimes. So definitely, and I'll sell their coins. If they look great, I'll sell the coins. I just sold a couple ANACS coins for a good price, and because I do think they were the great. So anyways, thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.